Hello and welcome to episode 52 of Unemployed to Unstoppable. In this episode, we'll look at a great upturn in form and we'll also review our 3 new signings, so stay tuned. Welcome back. So straight into the results since you were last with us, where we had the home loss at Stoke and then a draw at West Brom. We went on a 5-game winning streak in the league. We were playing teams mostly down the bottom end of the league, so your Ipswich, Sunderland, Sheffield Wednesday, Coventry and Blackburn. When we came against top of the table Swansea, they turned us over 4-0, which was a bit unfortunate and ruined our run. We bounced back because we got the new signings in January, which I'll take you through in a moment. And all 3 of them made their debut as we beat Crystal Palace 3-0 in the FA Cup. On to the new signings then. I'll just take you into the, probably team report view is probably one of the best places. So Jasper's come in to replace our player on the left wing. I can't remember who we got in initially, but he wasn't playing very well. Sylvester Jasper's come in. He's 3-star, so he's already better current ability, and the key is he's got some potential to grow. So he's 3-star, 4-star potential. We signed him for 1.4 million, which probably a little bit more than we maybe needed to. He's valued at 2.9 million now, so he's already made a profit, and with room to grow, it could only be beneficial for the club. Other signings we made then, Ashby Hammond came in goals. Again, ability to be the first choice goalkeeper straight away, and again with a little bit of potential to grow. We got him from Manchester United. Again, relatively low fee, 2.4 million, and already he's worth 3.6. So again, minor profit with potential and room to grow. And then the final signing, which we got in at left back, he's not showing on there, but Vokins, when I can find him. So Jake Vokins came in at left back. Again, he's already good enough to be first team starter, and again, he's got some potential to grow. Currently worth 625,000. We bought him for 1 million, but again, making their debut, they went on and they helped secure the win. So you'll get to see them all this episode, hopefully, as long as they maintain their fitness. What I'll do is I'll click us through. We've got a game against Luton first, which I think is home, and then away at Middlesbrough. So stay tuned, and I'll take you to the first match. So welcome back to the first match of this episode. So we've got Ashby Hammond continuing in goals, Vokins continuing at left back after their debuts against Crystal Palace. Got Johnson and Shaq in the middle of defence, Palmer Brown coming in at right back. Reid and Atibo in the middle of the park, with Abdul Malik playing just in front. Jasper continues since his debut on the left wing. Dunn comes in for Rocker on the right, and Dorr stays up front. So that team should be strong enough to put in a good performance against Luton. We are on a pretty good run of form, albeit we had the loss to Swansea. But I think overall over the last 7 games, we are 1-6, lost 1. So we should be able to take this form in and get a positive result to keep us up with a contention for the playoffs. Again, the new signings happy with. We have paid transfer fees for them. Previously, we tended to pick up free transfers, end of contracts from Premier League clubs with high potential. But we've had to dip into the market to try and strengthen our case. He says is that after 25 seconds they go a goal down to Luton, which isn't ideal. But we've used the 9 million we got from Luongo. We've reinvested it into the club. We've still got some wage budget spare. And I think the next stage of development for Millwall is to see the transition of Atibo and Wallace out of the club. Vokins will take over. We've got a couple of players in the middle of the park in on loan. So Reid and Rogerson, they'll leave at the end of the season. We have got Lowry and a couple other players in the middle of the park area. But what we'll have to do is concentrate on that area in terms of a transfer and players that we hold ourselves. Same with Dorr up front. Dunn's already made replacement for Dorr when he leaves again. But he's such a complete and capable player. He's the one that's kind of helping us maintain our position near the top of the table. So we'll shout out some words of encouragement because heads are starting to drop. Luton have another chance now from a corner. We've initially got it cleared, but not fully. Just see if we can... There we go. We've got a flick on. Dorr's got a chance now to break. Breaks back line. He's relatively on his own. Holds up. Dunn comes in for assistance. Abdul Malik, Atibo, and he fires it into the bottom corner from the edge of the box and puts us back on level pegging. So 13 minutes into the game, we didn't have a great start, but the players managed to turn it around, which is a positive. We'll just have to see if we can grow from there. In terms of stats and XG, we're doing much better than they are. But again, we're still vulnerable because we do concede the odd goal. Still haven't found a way to stop that in its entirety. We did play with a Thibaut playing in that deeper role, but I think we're actually a better side when we've got the unit of 4 up front to create havoc up their end, as the extra man in the defensive midfield position wasn't really stopping anything happening. So 25 minutes into the game, 1-1. Not going too bad. No one playing particularly terrible. Just keep an eye on some fitness because we've got another game not too long after against Middlesbrough, which will be away. We just need to make sure, as we got another highlight there, I'll hold off on the shout. Shaq playing the ball at the back. Good done. He cuts inside. Plays over to the far side to Jasper, but it's cleared. Luton have a chance to break, although they've wasted it and given the ball back to Brown. Plays it through the middle to Reed. Into Dor. Dor finds Jasper. Can he find a man? No, he's giving it away, so it's another chance for Luton to counter. Gamble's gone past 1, 2, 3. And that was too easy. Again, too easy to run past our back 4. No one really engaging. But it was good to see us in possession. We just need to make sure we create a couple more chances. Just going to demand a little bit more on the half-hour mark. Try and get our noses in front before half-time, because it'd be ideal if we go into half-time on a positive note. We had a little period of dominance between, say, I don't know, 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. It's kind of gone a bit even level peggings at the minute. We just need to find a way to get Reed and the wingers a bit more on the ball. So we're currently on a positive mentality. I'm toying with maybe going a bit more attacking in the second half. We might just let the first few minutes go, see how the team come out, how it settles, as Luton get a chance just before half time. Playing down their left wing. Ball over the top, which Vokins picks up, sets off a counter through Jasper. Jasper tries running through the middle, stop to Thibaut, plays it into Dor. And there you go, just on the half-time mark, in injury time. Dor slotted in his 20th goal of the season to put us 2-1 up. We know we don't really need to go to that attacking formation now. We don't need to put anything on the line. We've got the lead and it's for Luton to attack us. We can hopefully absorb some of that pressure, hit them on the counter and maybe go 3-1 up. So a great time to score. Just G them up for the second half. Get them out there, get them ready. And hopefully this will be another 3 points in our chase for promotion, because we've closed the gap on the playoffs. We're in the playoff positions now. It's just a case of maintaining that, seeing if we can grow it. And when we're playing the teams that aren't near the top, because we can never really cope with the Swanseas and Newcastles. But a lot of the other teams we're on a level pegging with, and we can get the better of them and we can get the 3 points. So we just need to keep that maintained. Pick up the points we can pick up. Go for draws when we're playing the teams that would probably beat us. And hopefully we can try and find a way to compete for that second spot on the automatic promotion, because we're notoriously unlucky in the playoffs. We've been in it a few times over this career save, but you don't win them all, and it's very frustrating when you go the whole length of the season. You have a great season and you just fall at the final hurdle. So hopefully we can avoid that. Hopefully we can get into second spot, get up automatic, and we can look for a fantastic transfer window. Depending on how long it takes to get into the end of the season, we may or may not play one more season of this save. We've got to be aware of the fact that on the 9th of November, the full release of FM22 comes out, at which point we will start a new Unemployed to Unstoppable. The benefit this time round is I'm not starting late into a version of the game. It'll be right at the start. We'll be able to play it all the way through, and hopefully go on and win some titles with somebody. And again, don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss that when it comes out. You'll see us starting Unemployed, seeing who the first team we get control of is, and seeing how we can grow and where we move. It'll be an interesting season, much like this one, where we've started with Wealdstone, we've gone through Exeter, we've got to Millwall. We're on the brink of getting up to the Premier League. And if we'd had a couple more seasons, I'm sure we'd have got up there, either with Millwall or through a job offer. So here we go, 70th minute, 20 minutes to go. Atiba playing brilliantly in the middle of the park. He's probably nullifying a lot of Luton's attacks, although they're growing more and more into the game as we go on, as we approach the final 15 minutes. Jasper's starting to tire. We have got Fraser on the bench to come on for fresh legs. Reed's starting to tire. I mean, there's a few now that are really starting to struggle. Abdul Malik, I'm not sure if I want Fraser to come on there. I'd rather save Fraser for Jasper and have the wing protected. Also need to save a midfielder for Reed in the middle. So it's going to be a tough last 9-10 minutes. We don't have great strength on the bench in the middle of the park. Abdul Malik with a corner then. Delivers into the box. And there you go, Shaq up for a header, puts us 3-1 up. That makes it a little bit easier. The substitutions aren't as pivotal now. We've got 7 minutes, put some fresh legs on. And hopefully see the game out. So here we go. Who's looking most tired? I think we'll get Jasper out because we'll probably need him for the next game, and Fraser on. And Reed in the middle of the park. Not really got anyone for him. We'll probably just leave that there for now, although Luton Town have just got a goal back while I was making my substitution as they frantically run back to the middle of the park to take the kick-off. 4 minutes to go. It's going to be tough. We've got a lot of tired legs out there. We can't make too many substitutions. It's 5 minutes of injury time. I don't know where that's come from. It's going to be heartbreak if Luton manage to find an equaliser in this game, because I think we fully deserved to get these points. So we take Door off for Alexander, because again we need to save him for the next match. 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes. It's watching a clock, watching like a hawk. We need to get these 3 points over the line in our bid for promotion. Just watching for the final whistle. I've never been needing it so much all season, but have we got it? Come on. Come on, ref. Blow the whistle. There we go. Ref blown for full time. It was a very, very pensive and tentative wait at the end there. Man of the match from Atiba. Great performance. Probably kept them out. 3-2 winners. Luton really grew into the game, so it's tough to finish off. Great win. Have a quick look at the league table before I get us ready for the next match. So there you go. We're well and truly in them playoff places. In fact, we're only 1 point behind Newcastle now, albeit they have a game in hand. 5 points off top. We're just past halfway through the season. So yeah, I think we've got a chance. If we build, if we get some consistent results, I don't see why we can't get one of the top 2 spots. Top's probably going to be a bit too much. We'll probably aim for second. At worst, I think playoffs. So after our early blip in the season, we've managed to pull it back. So stay tuned and I'll get you ready for the next match and we'll see how we get on. And welcome back for the second match of the episode away at Middlesbrough. Starting lineup for the day then is slightly changed. So we got Ashley Hammond in goals. We've got Wallace comes in for Vokins at left back. Johnson and Palmer Brown in the centre of the park. McNamara returns at right back. Lowry and Atiba fill the midfield positions with Abdul Malik playing once again in front of them. Jasper continues on the left. Rocker comes in on the right hand side instead of Dunn, and Dorr continues up front. So again, a strong side, a good run of form. Playing away in Middlesbrough, who are 13th in the league, so they're not a bad side. They're not actually too many points behind us, so we're going to have to put in another good performance if we want to maintain this. I've been doing some transfer thinking over the few days between the matches, particularly in thought of Atiba in the middle of the park. And now I had him down as possibly going at the end of the season. His contract runs out in the summer. I'd accepted an offer for him for about 2 million. We may try and renew his contract. He's only 31. He's 3.5 star ability. And I was thinking, because we've only got really Atiba and Lowry as the mainstay of our centre midfielders who are actually signed for the club, Reed and Rogerson, who normally play in there, are in on loan. I think it might be worth keeping Atiba just for another season at least, just while we get another couple players transition round. But again, let me know in the comment section what you think. Atiba's been a great servant to Millwall. On one side, it'd be good to keep him for the story. Again, it depends, because we might not get another season out of this. but we will see. But again, he's been a great player, and I think his performance in the last match reminded me of just how good he is. I know we've got some better players on loan from Premier League clubs, but in terms of players we own, Atiba is probably still the best centre midfielder we've got at Millwall. So again, let me know, and I'll see what we can do in the summer. It's half an hour of the match gone then. No chances for us so far. Millwall being the team on top in the ascendancy. Abdul Malik already looks tired, so we'll make a substitution and bring on Thompson. So yeah, 2 subs made already, both for injury and fitness. We've already got other players who are looking tired. So again, I think it's going to be a pretty tough game as Johnson hits the ball well up the pitch off the back of that throw-in. Looks like Middlesbrough have got the ball back and they've got a chance to make a move of their own. They've gone straight through, switching the play left to right, straight through the box, and we've managed to get it clear. But it was an indication that we're perhaps not on top in this game. And already you can see Jasper's tiring. These 2 games are only 3 days apart, so all the players who played in that first match are already shattered coming into this second game. We've managed to get into half time. Our XG is absolutely in the gutter because we've not had a shot on target, so it's going to be about trying to maintain the morale here. We'll just tell them to get out there and show the pundits why we are the fancied team. But yeah, it's by no means been a vintage performance, and we really need to manage these players because our next game is up against Bristol City, who are in 20th, which is a game we really need to win. So it's going to be tough, but we'll see what we can do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Fraser off that right hand side and swap him with Jasper, who's flagging, and I'm going to get Jasper off and put Dunn on the right hand side. Again, just to see if another player with some good finishing, and again to give Dunn some game time because he's playing second fiddle to Door, who is the much better player. But Dunn is by no means a bad player. He had a fantastic season last season, competing with Mags up top. And you would have thought he would have gone on to cement a place up front, but when Door became available, we didn't have a choice really to sign somebody of that calibre on loan. And the loan signings we made this season, unlike any other season, they've all been first teamers. So it's been really good to watch. Door again not having a great game in the middle of the park, probably because a lot of these players are absolutely shattered. I just wonder if I can demand a little bit more as we go into the final 20 minutes. Again, not a shot on target, which is a little bit disappointing. There we go, we just had our first shot on target, I think, before this highlight started. As Middlesbrough play their way out from the back. Wallace put in a very tame effort there, didn't even track back. As Hernandez pretty much runs the length of the pitch unattended and gets a shot on target. So again, I think we are massively flagging fitness wise, and it wouldn't surprise me if this game got away from us now. Collins at the edge of the box, there you go, absolute rocket into the top corner. Not a great deal the keeper could do about it. I mean, you could say it was coming. Unfortunately, it was, and there's not a great deal I can do substitute wise to get us back into this. I can try and go attacking to maybe get a goal back, but no, 2 goals in quick succession from Middlesbrough have put this game well and truly to bed. Perhaps the game's a bit too close together and I didn't rotate enough players around to account for the fitness. It's going to damage our push for the playoffs as we potentially drop out of the playoffs with this result, depending on goal difference and the results below us. But again, you'd expect us to clear this ball, but it's just going to come straight back again. Middlesbrough, I'd have to look at their formation to see how they've nullified us so easily. As Dunn makes a break, gets into the corner of the box, delivers it into Door, and we managed to get a goal back with 5 minutes to go. Can we dream? Dare we dream? I've got no shout left at the minute to try and get us a second goal in this. Injury time might be our friend here. 4 minutes of injury time. But another chance to Middlesbrough from a corner. 2 minutes to go. I think it's just going to slip away. Look at the state. Look at the condition of the players. Absolutely shattered. I have to take it on the chin. Perhaps didn't rotate them enough. Poor result. 3 points from the 2 games though, not too bad. We'll have a quick look at the league table before we leave for the episode and see what we need to do in the final half of the season. So there you go. We're still in 6th place. 11 points off the top, so it's probably too big a gap, really. I do like to think we can pull it back if we're consistent enough, but I think the calibre of them teams is probably a bit too much for us. So I'll have a look at the schedule, see when we bring you back, and I think I'll probably play through till Portsmouth Crystal Palace. And then we can see where we are at the end of the season after that. So once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you've been enjoying how the season's been going. The new signings have been great. We've pulled ourselves up the table and there's a lot to hope for as we approach the end. So stay tuned and I'll see you next time.